Right then, hello people. I must admit I'm a little bit conscious because last time I started talking to myself for a little bit, there was no mic being picked up. It was only until the first viewer came in that she told me, yeah, couldn't hear you. So hopefully this recording will indeed go better. But we have, as the stream mentions, some lovely Yu-Gi-Oh! Which I haven't touched on in a while. For those watching this on YouTube will more than likely know that this is kind of where things started, where I started finding my niche, I guess you could say. I did start by making video game guides on YouTube, and then I started doing guides on Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I was playing the game quite a lot. I'd been playing the card game forever, in certain tournaments and, you know, down in London and whatnot. And this, yeah, it brings memories back. And since I've been back on YouTube, there's been a couple of comments of, "I'll miss your Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. Are you going to do any? Are you going to do any duel links?" I think that's the version where you can only put 3 cards down. It's like a smaller game. Welcome, Mr. Farshad. How are you, good sir? I'm just explaining a few bits on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Game and how close it is to my heart still. Yeah, this is going to be something. So now the thing is, this is a fresh game. I remember when I had it on the Xbox 360, the Decade Duels version, and I unlocked all the cards, etc. Grinded for ages. There was a point where I might have done a little cheat to unlock the rest of them, because unlocking them was a pain in the arse. You're splendid after pancakes. How art thou? I'm doing very well, although I must admit, very jealous. Completely forgot about Pancake Day. I don't know how, as I always look forward to that, even if I don't get around to making them. But now I feel like I've missed out, and even now I'm starting to foam a little bit at the mouth. Hello, Dinosaur Gummy Bear. Welcome. I don't think I've seen your username in this chat, so hello, welcome. Are you British? I might well be British. Could it be the accent that gives it away? Possibly. How are you? And hello, Paula. Where's the evil bot? Oh yeah, so Dinosaur Gummy Bear, just to make you aware, I only set up Nightbot recently, and it seems to want to do a few bans on people, even if it is only for a few seconds. I will sort that out at some point, so try to go a bit easy on the emoticons and whatnot. It apparently doesn't like it, or if you like typing out in caps lock. Yeah, I don't know, it's a bit power hungry and wants to do its job right. So yeah, I guess I'll explain a bit more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Like I say, this is a fresh game. I only downloaded this the other day, only loaded it up 5 minutes before the stream. So we're probably going to have some interesting cards for our starter deck, I'd imagine. Feel free to spam the Pokemon emotes. Do you play the physical card game? I used to, Dinosaur Gummy Bear. I used to. Unfortunately, there was a time that I had to sell my collection. Oh, there's a new follow. I think a follower. I don't know actually. Nothing's appeared on my activity feed, so thank you for whatever that was. I'm still trying to get to grips with my Twitch at the moment. Oh, hey, Supreme One. Nice to see you. I was just explaining about my days on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Course, as it were. Oh, host from you. Thank you very much, Supreme One. I super appreciate it. I'm not sure if it's going to be the most entertaining of hosts, because this is a fresh game, so we'll see what happens. You play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! At tournaments and stuff. I used to do the same as well. I might not have been on a high level as you, but there was a point where I did enter regionals. I think I was 18th at one point. It was really well, I don't want to say disappointing or depressing, but they almost made a mistake and almost declared me in the top 8th, but the announcer kind of realised that I was 18th and not 8th and kind of stopped themselves halfway through. So I was alright back in the day. I was alright. I don't know what I'm going to be like now, because honestly it's been a good few years, so I don't know anything about the link summoning. Yeah, it's going to take me back a bit, and I believe the rules have changed slightly also, like you get an extra card if you're going first. I could be wrong. I think I read that somewhere a while ago. I'll soon find out. Yeah, been very well, Supreme One. Thank you very much for asking. So I can transfer from Legacy of the Duelist. Is that... No. Oh, you're going to have to spell out the abbreviation for me, Supreme One. I've forgotten. I feel like such a boomer right now. Like, I'll be... How do I set a card? How do I do all this? Oh, second. Ah, okay. Unless you play Upstart Goblin or something. You don't get an extra card go first. There's no first turn draw anymore. That's the one, Dinosaur Gummy Bear. That's the way. Like, I haven't played it since that bit, so, or since that rule change. And I wasn't even playing it before then. So, like I say, this is going to be fresh for me, but I'm not a complete noob at this. I obviously know how to summon. I'm not going to summon a 5-star monster without tributing, like I'm a complete noob at the game. Don't get an extra, yeah, Legacy of the Duelist Vanilla, aka the first one. Yeah, thought so, Supreme. I had it slightly in my mind there, slightly. Right, I'm going to catch up on chat in a bit if anything comes through, but let's just have a little look at this deck. So, oh my, blazing in patchy. At least it's not large in the genie with 1800 attack, so at least that's a solid attacker mon. Firewing Pegasus, interesting. Oh no, 1700 attack, 1800. So for those not in the know, you can only summon certain monsters at first, and usually you want ones with decent effects, or you know, if they don't have high attack, or you want ones with decent attack that you can just pound. These cards don't look so hot. Oh, Electro Sovereign of Birds. Interesting. Wait, this isn't Link Evolution. This one is Link Evolution, I think. Hold on, let me go back to my Steam a second. I'm sure it is. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. So this is definitely the newer one, Dinosaur Gummy Bear. Oh, Cooper, welcome in. Have you been? Ah, Cooper is here. Hey, how are you, good sir? Long time no see. But yeah, Dinosaur Gummy Bear, this is the latest one. I obviously just haven't unlocked anything yet. At the very least, we've got a Mirror Force so we can blow up some monsters. Oh, this is a very interesting deck, guys. We definitely don't have any extra monsters. Or sorry, any extra cards, so I guess we've just got to go straight into it. Cooper, thank you very much for the follow. Super appreciate it. Sleeping won't be around for long, sadly. Ah, Supreme One, that is a shame, but I'm glad you joined at the very least. Force now is power creeps. Blazing or drawing is the way to go. Got it, got it, got it. Well, I guess we'll just see what happens, shall we? Thank you for the follow as well, Dinosaur Gummy Bear. Shall we just get straight into it? I think that is going to be best. So we are nowhere near ready for multiplayer. We will get roasted if we go into that. Let's go through the story mode. I heard little things in the video that the story was quite good, that you even get to play like the villains, quote unquote, etc. I could be wrong, but let's give it a go, shall we? So we'll start off, I guess, somewhat fresh, and get a good deck to then go online, I guess. Okay, so here we go. Loading Yu-Gi-Oh! Histories. The story of Yu-Gi-Oh! Begins at Domino High School, where Duel Monsters, the hottest card game in the world, was all the rage. Yugi was the best duelist around, and his friend Joey wanted desperately to learn how to duel as well. This is going back to the anime now, if any of you guys watched that, the good old days where there were no rules. So our history of Yu-Gi-Oh! Starts with Yugi teaching the rules of Duel Monsters to Joey as their friends Heya and Tristan watch. Hey Joey, Earth to Joey, it's your turn. I'm giving Yugi the poshest voice here. Oh, isn't he cute how when he's thinking? Hey Tristan, Yugi is teaching me how to play Duel Monsters. Drooling Monsters. That would be a great game. Duel Monsters, you Nimrod. Wow, I'm really getting into this role-playing, aren't I? They've been at it for hours. Joey's starting to get the hang of the game, but Yugi's like an expert. Okay, Yugi, it's time to duel. Alright, let's see what we get, guys. Let's see what we get. Maybe we'll get Yugi's deck. Maybe we won't be completely ruined. Wow, what stirring intro. Inf N8 sure can spin a tail. Ah, right, okie dokie. Part of the virtual game simulator, I've been programmed to teach you. Yes, so let's get started. Yes, okay, cool. Ah, we do have our own deck, I think. Excellent. Oh, is it really going to go through tutorial stuff? Yeah, okay, we'll skip all that lot for now. Let's just catch up on chat. I'm American, is that okay? Am I English enough to join the English Club? The English Club? See, even I can't speak English, Dinosaur Gummy Bear, so welcome aboard. Owe me a beer, then I consider it. Whenever I do a Joey voice, I try to go full Joey with a Brooklyn accent, despite being a British man. Yeah, there's just something about Joey that out of the entire series, you want to imitate him. I completely get it. As you heard my extremely poor impression. Right, I guess we're just going to set a monster. So now let's open the phase menu and select end phase. Alright, where's backspace? How odd. Alright, we'll end it there then. Ah, yeah, I see. So I skipped the draw phase there. So, oh, Blazing Apache. I guess he's got the same deck. So most of you will know this, but for those sort of fresh to the game, he took some damage there because he's got 1850 attack and I've got 2000 defense, so he couldn't blow me up. So putting something sideways means you're in defense mode. Putting something vertically is attack mode, and it bases it on that figure. So if Blazing Apache over here was put into defense, he'd have 0 defense, which I can overrun. You'll have a choice to use your own deck or the character's deck for better or worse. Yeah, I can imagine, Koopal Man. Hey, Drago, long time no speak. How are you, good sir? You had it 3. It looked like to do an all duel. How have you been? Ah, man, it's like we're getting the old guys back again, isn't it? Go uwu yourself. How would you uwu yourself, I must ask. You might have noticed that Joey attacked you and you wound up hurting himself. Yes, he did. At least he's not on 2000 attack points, I guess. The tutorial was just explaining what I explained, so feel free to ignore that. Let me set. Oh, okay. It probably asked me to do something, and I've obviously ignored it. Nope. Nope. Ah, there we go. Okay, it wants me to do this. So we'll get a bit more attack. Yes, yeah, I know about trap cards. Let's do that. Okay, switch to dragon dwelling in the cave to attack position. Have I missed something? I don't want to switch it into attack position. Let's just... What? Summon. Whoa. Okay, fine. We'll do what it says. Change to attack position. Now let's summon Ninkendog in attack position. So you have another monster out that can attack Joey. Okay. Oh, I see what it's getting me to do. Fine. That's not PG for me to say. Ah, I see, Supreme One. All I want for Christmas is uwu. Oh, it's what everyone dreams of. The tutorial forces you to play. It has its... so you can't argue it unless it's a normal duel. But I want to lose on my own terms, not because the computer told me to say so. Okay, so our attack is going to get bumped up from the Banner of Courage. Here we go, so we're at 2000 attack now. Oh, there we go. Doesn't sound quite as chunky. Just a little, you know... I remember there being like this proper when you attack your opponent back on the other games, not a... yeah, not sure how I feel about that. Okay, select end phase, so let's do that. You have to win by its terms. Great. Yeah, very pretty hair. Can I brush your hair? I'm not sure if we're allowed that from the lockdown rules and stuff. Otherwise, I might make it a what a sub goal when you know, when the time arises. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much. Joey doesn't stand a chance. Let's clean his clock. What? Why do I want to do that? I don't want to do chores. Up until now, you've only used monsters level 4 or below. Yes. 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 Okay, right. Summon this, which is what I wanted to do in the first place. Yes. Yes. Did it just say to tribute summon in Kendog? Why would I do that? Does it know something I don't? Whatever. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, to summon a level 5-star or above, you've got to tribute at least one monster, which is what we've done there. Ooh, if you read the card description on the left there, you can see your Gravicrush Dragon has an effect you can trigger. Let's do that now. You can send one face to a continuous spell card you control to the graveyard, then target one monster your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Let's do it. Let's clean his clock. For the very decks, if you decide to do all story mode decks, let's clean his clock. Boost 2021. Oh yes. That's going to be our motto, I think. Prepare for your clock to be cleaned, sir. Activate the effect of a card. Did it want me to do that? I can't remember. Well, let's see what happens. Alright, yeah, we're going to clean his clock. Okay, let's do it. Is that going to be enough attack? Chain other card or effect? Sure. So we're going to increase our attack power with a bit of Rush Recklessly. No, do it on him. There we go. Summon a Charizard on him. That should do the trick. I think you're right, Shawnington. Welcome, welcome. Although, unfortunately, we are stuck with what the computer is telling us to do for the moment. So, no Charizards just yet. Maybe we'll get a chance at Rummy or even a Dragon Ball later, but for now we're stuck with whatever this deck is, you know. Has this... Oh my gosh, I remember this song from the Decade Duels days. Have they really not updated the song? By the way, is that too loud for you guys? I've just realised how much that was blasting in my ear. Do tell me if you want me to like mess around with the volume. Like, this game's been pretty quiet until now, and it just, you know, pounds you out with a... So yeah, my apologies if you were deafened a little bit. Hey, Rickwood! How are you, good sir? I like cats. Well, funnily enough, there is actually a cat running around here somewhere, but she's probably hidden at the moment. Good. Last time I saw your hair was shorter than again, so was mine. Yeah, it seems to be as we get older, we just gain more hair, you know, become a bit more anime-like, Drago. Just pray, whenever you go into a new series, it will make you play a tutorial. Well, you know what? I'm going to be slightly thankful for that, Koopal, when it gets to Link Summons, because I have no idea about that. I know it's going to be simple, but, you know, we'll get there, I guess. It's pretty quiet. Okay, then. How was it with the victory song? Was that actually the only loud bit? Because the last thing I want to do is pump it up, and it just, like, blasts your ears whenever we get a victory. Konami has not updated the winning song. Yeah, I'm super surprised at that. How many years has it been? That's pretty ridiculous, isn't it? That they can't even bother to do that. Yes, you are loud. Vicky, behave! Oh god, Pendulum summons Gummy Bear. No, of course, I don't know about that. I know you got to have something either side of the field, or... I'm sure we'll get to it at some point, you know? They need a tutorial for Pot of Greed. I hear it's really hard to understand. Well, God help us all, Koopal. But you might need it for V-Rains. Who the hell is V-Rains? Am I really out the loop that much? Pendulum summons took me a while to get used to. Okay, that'll be interesting to get to. I guess we're not going to hit that for a while, though. Let's do some more stories, shall we? So, what? A card that powerful totally wipes me out! Well, you stink at this game, Joey. You did fine, Joey. I just have better cards. Even though I'm pretty sure it was the same deck. My grandpa owns a game shop, and I get all my best cards from him. Your own game shop? What are we waiting for? Let's go! Okay, maybe I can even get my grandpa to show us this super rare card he's got. Oh people. Little did they know that someone was listening in on their conversation. Someone who was looking for a very rare card to add to his collection. Oh, there we go. There's that victory music again. As long as that's not too loud for you guys and is just right, then fine. Okay, we unlocked something there. New campaign jewel unlocked. You go the heart of the cards. Avatar unlocked. Oh, right, we're getting our winnings. New deck recipe unlocked. Monster Raider. I'm pretty sure that's what we got. Oh. Yeah. Try it out. I don't think I want to. Isn't he really pants this one? Victory jewel. But how do you try out victory points? What? What does this mean, guys? Okay, basically means quit. Now, I'm sure it brings me to the card shop, which I haven't unlocked yet, so let's head back to the campaign, I guess. There we go, there we go. Okay. He's just about to make pancakes. Oh, Rick would stop it. The unhappy clown has already taunted me with the pancakes at the moment. And yeah, I'm starting to dribble a little bit. Like punching someone with 4 fists, but you have to wait like it's a JoJo fight. What is he sniffing? Look at his eyes. I need that. Joey always looks like that. He's got something about him. Link summoning is an easier version of synchro summoning, to be honest. Pendulum summoning, I feel like, will be harder for you. Well, I'm always up for a challenge. I always... You know, when synchro summons hit, when the Decade Duels game came out, I was not happy with it. I was thinking, what is this nonsense? Like, take me back to the Invasion of Chaos days, you know? But then I got used to it, so maybe pendulum summoning and stuff would be okay. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Also, they're reusing the same spirits from the Arc V Tag Force Special Konami. Are that lazy? Excellent. Points to earn packs. Awesome, that's good to know. Victory points for the card shop. Lots of love about the pancakes. I already had loads of ham cheese pancakes. Oh, I hadn't thought of that, Shonington. I'm thinking of the good old... Oh, man, I make some killer blueberry pancakes. Oh, my stomach's starting to go off a little bit now. Used to hate synchro summoning too. Yeah, it just became a part of the game, didn't it? And then once they started releasing more synchro summons and releasing more downloadable content, it was actually alright, just because you play different things rather than just Stardust Dragon or Black Rose Dragon all the time. That was the thing. Without any downloadable content on Decade Duels, it was just about blowing up the field with Black Rose Dragon. Let's head back to the story, guys. That afternoon, Yugi and his friends went to Grandpa's game shop. Yugi wanted to show his friends his Grandpa's prized possession. Gramps, could you show my friends your awesome super rare card? Rare card? You mean my special card? Please, please. Ha ha, how can I refuse? You kids are in for a treat. I don't take this card out too often. Ready? Here it is, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Looks like a fake. So rare, so powerful, I never let it leave my hands. This card is priceless. There are only 4 of them in all the world. Suddenly, a classmate from school ran into the shop. His name was Seto Kaiba, the young CEO of Kaiba Corp. He had found the card he was looking for. My god, he is giant. Name your price for that Blue Eyes. I can pay anything you ask. I'm sure you could, but this card is worth more to me than you could ever offer. Senile old fool. Kaiba stormed out of Grandpa's store. The team was disturbed by Kaiba's obsession with Blue Eyes White Dragon. The next day, when Yugi came back to the store with his friends, he found Grandpa was gone. When the phone rang, it was Kaiba on the other end, mocking Yugi that he kidnapped his grandfather and took him to Kaiba Corp. Yugi and his friends rushed to Kaiba Corp and found Grandpa laying on the floor, defeated. Grandpa, are you okay? Yugi, I failed. I wanted to teach that boy Kaiba a lesson about the heart of the cards, but I lost. Grandpa! How's the old man feeling? Kaiba, you sleaze! What have you done to him? We had a duel, that's all, with each of us putting up our most valuable card as the prize, but I guess playing against a champion like myself was just too much stimulation for the old fool. Kaiba, you should be ashamed of yourself. Look at the sweet prize I won. Kaiba held up Grandpa's Blue Eyes White Dragon and ripped it in half. Grandpa's most treasured card. Blue Eyes White Dragon is a rare and powerful card, and this one will never be used against me. My Blue Eyes White Dragon, my treasure. Grandpa, hold on. How could you do... No, wait. How could you do such a thing? Why did Seto Kaiba appear there if he wasn't going to talk? Yugi, take this. Huh? Grandpa! I built this deck, I put my soul in these cards, and I taught you everything I know. Yugi, take my cards and teach Kaiba respect for the heart of the cards. Okay, Grandpa, I'll do it. Are you ready to play, Runt? Playtime is over, Kaiba. Huh? He gets a little bit undressed. Yeah, he's obviously expecting that Yugi wasn't talking about a card game. Kaiba was taken aback by Yugi's sudden transformation. It seemed like he had lost clothes and become a different person, as if he was more confident and powerful than before. Kaiba, prepare yourself, because it's time to duel. Excellent. Go on, let's do story deck. I cannot handle the user deck of like Dwelling of the Dragon or whatever the hell it is, you know. Let's check back on chat. Where was I? You should stream yourself making some pancake. that could be pretty interesting, but I mean, well, I suppose I could just take my phone and, you know, drop the phone into the frying pan. Muto looking like a right boomer. That is what? White dragon blue eyes. Yeah. That's not original artwork. Grandpa Muto, you are a criminal. You wanna dance? Oh, wait a second. What? Did Nightbot ban you, Koopal? Oh, I forgot to warn you that Nightbot is he's a bit touchy, unfortunately. Classmate with a jacket and with a card necklace. What school is this? Grandpa Muto is a criminal, not even good artwork. Outside of Kuiper Corp, cannibalism can solve both world hunger and world overpopulation problems. It really can, whether delicious or not. I'm sorry, but they keep reusing the same background that I can't help not to point it out. I don't blame you. I'm a little bit disappointed, man. I was really expecting some, you know, some better thumping music. At least they're using different paper scissor rock format, unless they used it in a Game Boy Advance version or DS version I haven't seen before. Nightbot is rude. It's super rude, man. It is a dictator, the new Kim Jong-un of Twitch. Nightbot is angry with me. A bit touchy, you say. Tell me more. Well, why don't you ask and find out? Well, I don't mean ask me. Ask Nightbot's preferences. The story decks are a treat. Can't guarantee how much better they are than standard decks. Once I see it, I can't unsee it. At least accurate background. Yes, I completely understand. I'm sure it doesn't matter what we select here, so let's just go for good old rock. Ah, well. Maybe we'll just draw Exodia first turn. How about that? So I hope you guys are enjoying the acting. It's been a while since I've put on a voice such as this. Feel like I'm going to lose at some point. Has everyone else, you know, I was going to say built pancakes. I'm thinking about building a deck. I didn't actually see what this person did. Summoners are whatever. Okay, cool. Yeah, obviously we've had ham and cheese pancakes. I think there's some basic pancakes. How is everyone else on the pancake front today? Oh my gosh, Sangan! I haven't seen this in forever. Oh yeah, go on, let's do it. Heart the underdog. Oh, someone honking out there. Not sure if you guys heard that. Oh, go on, let's attack. Let's see what happens, shall we? Probably bump into a mystical elf with the beaver warrior. Alright. I believe in the heart of the cards, just like Grandpa told me. Crap. Okay, I'm sure it's not going to let us lose, but we'll see what happens. So much can be good than the deck you have at the moment. Hey, this deck is rocking, man. I mean, it's before damage calculation. No, I'm good with that. Yeah, what? How can we go wrong with this deck? It's ace. There was only one story deck I could say, but I'm not spoiling. Oh, I appreciate the non-spoiler. I appreciate your compliments for my acting. Turbo, let's go. That's what we're hoping. Oh, here we go. Activate the... Yep, let's do it. Hopefully we get another one. Crap. Baked potatoes. Be right back getting food. Alright, Dinosaur Gummy Bear. Catch you after you've had your potatoes. Okay, let's set that. Like so. At least we can go a bit more free reign now. Let's set that. We'll activate this. We'll probably get Heavy Stormed where we just have everything ruined. What am I doing? I could have done Dark Hole. Never mind. I'm a bit rusty, guys. I'm a bit rusty. It's because it's not my own deck. I'm just like... I'll just play whatever and hopefully we'll just win. No, we're fine with that. No, stop it. Heading off on night since. Take care and stay safe, everyone. Have a good stream, Bruce. Thank you very much for joining, Supreme One. It's, like I say, it's good to get the gang back together for a bit of good old Yugi. So thank you very much. I'm glad to see some things never change with it constantly asking if we need to activate a card. I can't remember if it was Decade Duels or it was Duel Pro, Dev Pro, where you can hold something down to kind of skip it. What the hell? I never saw you use this. No, that's fine. Oh, goody. I think we're going for that Turbo Exodia, people. Activate effect. Oh, whoops. Do it right there. So we draw 3, discard 2. Oh, wait a second. 2 Dark Holes. Like, you're only allowed 1 of those. I'm back with food. Alright, thank you very much. That's what I'm there. I'm glad you can enjoy. There's something you can use. That's good to know, Cooper, because that'd be annoying otherwise. When was the last time I played a Pokemon game like this one? Probably the last time I played a Yu-Gi-Oh game like this one, in all honesty, Shawington. Oh, there is that feature to do that here as well. Excellent, good to know. Is there the feature in the normal game to like stuff 3 Dark Holes in here? Let's get rid of Torek. Yeah, screw Gaia. You have discarded a card from your hand. Activate the effect of a card. No, stop. Okay, let's just blow everything up. I mean, we might as well, right? No. Oh, that's a pretty nice sound. That's the good stuff. Let's get the head of Exodia. So, for those not in the know, once you get all 5 pieces of Exodia, you just automatically win. It's great. You can banish Seto Kaiba's soul to the Shadow Realm at that point, and then all is right with the world. I guess we'll just end it there. So, end phase. Dark Hole isn't limited. It's at 3 now. Really? Man, I'm still stuck in the days where it was 1. Has things really changed that much? You go, yeah. Oh, hey, Fizzle. Nice of you to join us. Yeah, I believe Yugi did have Torek in the deck. Maybe it was one of those brief things where he was overlooking the deck and thinking, what am I supposed to do with this? While he had like 3 legs in his hand, you know. Ham with pancakes. Oh, Vicky, please send some this way. For campaign, the ban list is deactivated. You can play 3 Pot of Greed in the game and will let you. Excellent. That's what I'm hoping for here. Also, Harpy's Feather Duster is legal now in the TCG. How has stuff changed that much? That stuff used to be the ridiculous things. Like, I remember the days of that being 1. Like, hot damn. So when me and Scrubzilla played the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, and when I invited him to a duel, he could use ban cards. Wow. Isn't that how you do pancakes? What, by playing a duel? I doubt it. You've just got to get your pancake game up. I'm not saying anything there. Activate the Heart of the Underdog. Yes. Pretty please. I'm sure we can activate both at once. Yes, there we go. Maybe we'll draw Exodia right now. We've got one of the legs. Oh, Chain Strike. Excellent. Another Swords of Revealing Light. Here we go. We're turboing, people. We're getting these normal cards, and that means we can trigger these, so we just keep on drawing. Can you still only hold... Is it 6 cards in your hand, and then you've got to discard? I'm obviously missing a lot of rules. Like, things have changed a lot since I've played this game. Yeah, here we go. We're just drawing the whole deck now. I think we've pretty much won this. No, I'm sure that's fine. 7, then you discard. Yeah, cool. Gotta go fast, Brucey. Activate the heart of the underdog. Yeah, oh god. I'm trying to go fast. I'm trying to go fast, Koopal. It's really... yeah, cool, cool, cool. No, we're good. Look at this. Monstrous. Oh, Raigeki. So you get 3 Dark Holes and the Raigeki. Is Raigeki limited, or can you go crazy on that as well? You drew card, activate your card, yes. Oh, I didn't actually draw a... whoops. No, stop that. Oh, I think I can just hold the right mouse button to just skip some stuff. Right, well, of course we're going to activate this, aren't we? Maybe we can just get through the rest of our deck at that point. Whoops, don't want to do that. Sangan. Hold on, what have we got? So we got the head, got the, I think, the left leg. Really, all that deck and we've only got 2 pieces of Exodia so far. Okay, cool. We'll set this for the moment. No. End phase. Okay, discard from your hand. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, get rid of you. 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 There we go. Beautiful stuff. But you don't need to discard to end phase. Good. So that's still the same. Raigeki is legal now 2 at 1. Wow. I'd imagine the meta game at the moment has changed quite a lot though, for all of that to happen. What on earth is going on in this game of Uno? Well, we're constantly drawing 4, but that's a good thing in this realm, Shornington. Remember when Yugi used his Heart of the Underdogs? Also, single player lets you use anything, like you can use a deck with 3 pot greeds and it's fine, makes farming easier. Oh yeah, I remember that episode of Yugi where it's like Heart of the Underdog. It was either that or just setting the leg of Exodia that he had. Okay, right, let's just hold on till the end. Please attack, that would be nice. You're not attacking? Oh yeah, of course you can't. Yeah, I forgot the swords was still on the field there. Oh. Will we even get to use our Raigeki at this rate? So here we go, draw 4, Shornington. Oh. Oh. Ah. There we go. So we're missing an arm. That's all we need now. We need the arm. And teach Seto Kaiba his, we need to teach him to stop. Just stop. Oh, there we go. There's another sword. Summon Skull. Wait, he didn't have this. That was Kaiba. I'm sure that was Kaiba's card. Am I wrong, guys? I'm sure he did. Back when the game was a lot simpler. Ah, yes, indeedy. So, I know... Oh, Rude Cases Joey's... I think you might be right now thinking about it, Koopal. It's possible, it's possible. So, I know some of you will have watched it in the past because you've been into this like I have. Snatch Steal as well. But yeah, who watched the anime back in the day where, again, any rule was good, essentially. No, stop that. Whoa, no. God, there's so many cards. Here we go. Ah, marvellous. There we go. We have Exodia. Do we get to watch him obliterate, or is it just a straight... Oh, we actually get a cutscene. Look at this. I'm actually pretty shocked there's a cutscene. And then straight into that, thumping music. Beautiful stuff. Bruce, you're going to question a lot of choices then. Oh no. You play only for power, Kaiba. That is why you lost. But if you put your heart in the game, there is nothing you can't do. No, it's heart of the card. Stop it. The results of the duel spread quickly, and a mysterious one-eyed man got news of Yugi's victory. It seems Kaiba Boy has been defeated in a duel. I must learn more about this Yugimoto. There we go. Just saying, I love Pegasus. Those who knew me back in the day, or even back in the tournaments, I loved Relinquished, even before it became, like, I guess, really mainstream. Tried to play Thousand Eyes Restrict as well. Yeah, so I'm kind of excited to unlock that stuff. Oh! So the point system is the same as the very, very old game as well. Excellent. Quit. Oh, there we go. The Ultimate Great Moth. Now we know why they didn't update the soundtrack. All their budget went into Exodia Obliterate. I agree, Koopal. I think that's it. They were like, at Konami were like, okay, our budget hasn't increased for Yu-Gi-Oh! For 15 years now, even though we've been selling these, you know, downloadable content packs and all that sort of stuff. We've now finally scrounged up enough. Let's throw it on Exodia. What do you mean you want more cards and more up-to-date stuff? Get a booster pack. Number one. Thank you very much, One Unhappy Clown. Although it must have been the heart of the cards. You got a booster pack. You can now spend your victory packs. Hey! Pegasus GX was bad. They could have done more. Oh, your Crush Card Virus is legal now too, but it got an errata and the card's stuck now. Yeah, some of those cards got errata, didn't they? I remember that too, and I'm not happy about that, so we'll see what happens as we come along. Pegasus GX was bad. But I might just be a bit of a boomer to this, but what do you mean the GX? Was there a particular version of Pegasus that sucked? Because if we're talking about the anime one, I loved him. He was great. He was an awesome villain. And even after the fact that he lost his eye, he was pretty cool. Alright, let me just double check something because I thought I heard sounds. I'm not sure if I thanked you, Fizzle, but thank you so much for following as well. Oh, so the Ultimate Great Moth. Are we going straight into this bit now? So, after his win against Seto Kaiba, Yugi was puzzled to receive a package from Maximilian Pegasus, the creator of Duel Monsters. Inside the box was a videotape. Yugi inserted the tape into the VCR, and Pegasus's face popped up on the TV screen. Greetings, little Yugi. I am Maximilian Pegasus. I've heard some terribly interesting things about you. Your impressive defeat of Seto Kaiba intrigued me so much that I've decided to investigate your amazing dueling skills personally. Right here and now, we shall hold a special duel. Suddenly, strange and arcane magic froze time so that no one could move, except for Yugi. This dark dimension we're in is known as the Shadow Realm, a mystical place where incredible monsters can be summoned and the impossible is quite possible. Tell me, Yugi, do you believe there is magic in these cards? Don't you know? You invented this game. What if I told you I didn't? Huh? In ancient times, the Egyptians called this the Shadow Game. Powerful pharaohs would hold mystical duels in other dimensions, just as we're doing now. But instead of cards, they battled with real monsters and real magic. The magical forces were so powerful that the Egyptians lost control of them and nearly destroyed the entire world. It's a good story, but these monsters can't be real. These monsters are very real, and also quite dangerous. Yugi boy, you really are quite entertaining. The way you scowl and sneer, so defiant and yet helpless, and so completely ignorant of the power of your Millennium Puzzle. Yugi looked down at the Millennium Puzzle that he wore around his neck. The power of my puzzle? 5,000 years ago, a powerful pharaoh locked the magic of the Shadow Games away in 7 mystical Millennium items. 7 items? I'm mixing the voices now. This story is going on a bit long. 7 items? Whatever. You're saying that my puzzle's one of them? Yes, and there are mystical energies locked within it. Magic that could change your life forever if only you knew how to unleash it. As the two duelled, it seemed that Pegasus knew every move Yugi was going to make before he did. Despite this disadvantage, Yugi mustered all his skills and nearly won, but Yugi ran out of time when the time limit passed. I have taken the measure of your talents this day, Yugimoto, and when next we duel, we shall play for far higher stakes. I'm done with your games. Tusk, tusk, tusk. You presume I'm giving you a choice in the matter, but I'm not. for I also possess one of the 7 Millennium items, the all-powerful Millennium Eye. See, look, here it is, just in my hand, here. That's right, Yugi boy, I'll show you the true extent of its magic. I found that given the proper incentive, anyone can be made to play my game. He looks so happy, look at him. The power of the Millennium Eye lashed out and stole Grandpa's soul. Yugi could only watch in horror. Yugi! Grandpa! We will duel again, Yugi. How else will you ever reclaim your grandfather's soul? Yugi had no choice but to compete in Pegasus's Duelist Kingdom tournament so that he could get his grandfather's soul back. At Duelist Kingdom, each duelist was given 2 star chips, which they could wager against other duelists on the island. Whoever earned 10 star chips gained entry into the tournament finals, where they would compete for the $3 million grand prize, $3 million grand prize, and the chance to duel Pegasus himself. For his first duel, Yugi faced off against the conniving Weevil Underwood, a duelist with whom he had a bit of history. While riding the boat to Duelist Kingdom, Weevil took Yugi's precious Exodia cards and threw them into the ocean. So when Yugi spied Weevil on the island, he chased him into the woods. I forget his voice, it's something weird and creepy. Welcome, said the spider to the fly, you flew right into my trap. It's time you answered for destroying my Exodia cards, Weevil. Can't you let bygones be bygones? Hee hee hee. Weevil, it's time to find out if you're as good at dueling as you are at running away. Was I simply running away, or cleverly weaving you into my web? It's time to duel. There we go, story deck. Alright, what's been cracking? Because that was quite a story. Now, just in GX, he wasn't involved as much. They could have done a lot more. Ah, I see what you mean now. Don't be upsetty. Have some spaghetti. I wish I could, Dinosaur Gummy Bear. Right, let's go for good old rock again. Hey, well, there we go. We won one at for once. Ah. Alright. Oh, this is, I would say rather colourful, but it looks like a mobile game, man. Like, ugh. Okay, whatever. During each play turn, the player takes 500 damage. Okay, we'll wait with that then. Let's do a little bit of graceful charity. So we draw 3 and discard 2. So we can either have Burning Land or Wasteland. All dinosaurs, zombie and rock monsters on the field gain 200 attack defense. Well, we don't need one of those. Yeah, I guess we get rid of that. That's fine. Alright. Hopefully he doesn't kick our backside immediately. And I really hope he doesn't have a way to blow this up immediately also. Alright. End phase. There we have it. Maybe I should have played Wasteland? Nah, he'll have some sort of field card, I'm sure. Everyone's running Graceful Charity. Lovely. Really need to set up the quality of game production. If they expect people to buy this every time it comes out with all of 5 new cards, yeah, completely agree, Koopel. I'm very surprised by this, considering the last game I bought was on the well, the Xbox 360. Whether it's Decade Jewels or you know, whatever the second one was. Anyway, ooh, target 1 summon skull or 1 thunder monster in your monster zone. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls with defense less than or equal to the attack of that monster. That's pretty cool. Let's just go straight for the battle phase. Hopefully it's not a man-eater bug, because then we're going to draw the same card. Ah, excellent. Okay. Whoops, there we go, end phase. Okay, great, it's going to be one of these, is it? Ah, really? Okay. So for now, we're just, you know, keeping on. Can't summon any of these just yet. Didn't even see what it was. Yeah, good stuff. I'm so glad he got rid of the man-eater bug from Graceful Charity. So, you know, Koopel and Drago, how have you been? I mean, it's been forever. That's not to exclude everyone. It's just been, honestly, forever since I've chatted to these guys. You know, it's been a while. Like, what made you pop in on this stream? Was it because it was the first Yu-Gi stream in... well, obviously it's the first Yu-Gi stream I've ever done. But, yeah, did you pop in mainly because of the Yu-Gi to relive the good times? And on that note as well, show of hands, who knows about Yu-Gi here? Shornington is a bit, you know, is convinced this is Uno Pokemon, so I don't have much faith there, although I appreciate the thought. Yeah, anyone either see the, you know, either know of the game or used to play the game, see the anime? I do. Ah, Vicky, tell me about your experience. Ish. Yeah, tell me, did you watch the anime and see all the random rules and whatnot? Yeah, well, tell me a bit more. Living life, hiding inside from scary vibes. I think we're all in the same boat there, Koopal. So been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The entire time in one form or another. Ah, that's good that you've kept the passion up, man. I wish I could have said the same. Unfortunately, things happened where I couldn't. Yeah, hence like the semi-death of the YouTube channel. But you know, we're changing that. We're changing that. So there will be more Yu-Gi, and maybe we will get to play at some point again, like the good old days. Okay, so we've got a good old Summon Skull out. That's a nice card to have in this sort of age of monsters. Hey. Cocoon of Ultra Evolution. Ah, I never knew that. Oh my days. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, I think we're going to blow that up. Thank you very much for playing your entire hand, Weevil. It's been fun. Oh, polymerization, can I? No. Okay, let's just play some stuff just for kicks. Let's bring out a good old Dark Magician, shall we? So we've got tribute summon tribute 2 monsters to summon the 7-star monsters above in this area. Oh, oh, look at this! Oh, gives me tingles. Well, not really, but it's pleasant to see, certainly. There we go. Good old dark magic attack. Let's bust him up. Brilliant. I'll read that in a sec. I used to watch it and I have my own deck, but not played it too much. I need Rickwood to teach me more. Ah, you got your own deck, Vicky. Ah, so you'll know of all these new rules and stuff like that. So you'll know more than I do at this point, in all honesty. I actually had an email the other day and was like, "Oh, Bruce is back," and I missed your other side stream. Hopefully I spelled it right. But I was like, I didn't know you were back. I then checked your YouTube and caught up on the videos, but didn't know what to message. Well, Jago, I appreciate it. I did think, it sounds kind of creepy, but I did think about you as well, whether you were still around and stuff, and whether we'd still be in contact once this was happening, you know. So, yeah, I'm super happy that you come through this way, man. How many marshmallows can you fit in your mouth at once? I guess 30. Probably not. Depends on the size of the marshmallow. Yu-Gi-Oh! Has turned a bit weird. Everyone and their nan just does a million ritual and XYZ summons and doesn't play with heart. Ah, I know. It's awful, isn't it? Like, saying that, I do love some of the funky XYZ summons. Because I was playing, obviously, a bit of that from the old game and stuff. And yeah, I loved summoning out the weird ones, like at 5 stars and things. Well, sorry, rank 5s. I don't think I will have, but I have a Harpy deck. Oh, Vicky, I really wanted to make a good Harpy deck. I didn't have a physical one, or rather it was a very, very basic one anyway. But I loved making the, I guess you could say a virtual one. I don't mean to do a plug, but you'll notice on my Yu-Gi-Oh! On my YouTube channel that I did quite a few Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks. I'm not sure how relevant any of them are now, but if you wanted to try a few things, maybe have a look at that. I don't know. Play Harpies 2 in real life. they must have got a few good upgrades at this point. I remember them getting good when I was playing them, you know, although they still weren't quite there, but they got a lot more support at that point. It's over, I've won. No, impossible, my moth is unbeatable. Yeah, apart from that one card, you know. There we go, reverse duel. What is reverse duel? Oh, it's reverse dueling where you become the opponent. I see now. There we go. Oh, we're getting all these booster packs. Maybe we'll pop them all at the end. I'm not sure if they're preset. They probably are, I'd imagine, in the story mode. But yeah, whatever. How much story? Oh, that is a lot of story. Ah, this goes into the other arc. Okay. So we're nearly halfway through the stream. How many did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, oh, well, no, we haven't. Was it really only 3 duels? Wow, I need to speed up. So probably highly unlikely we're going to get through the whole story here. Hopefully we can fling a catapult turtle, a Gaia at the castle to blow up his monsters. You know, this particular guy. Yeah, we'll see. So when are you playing this Chip and Dale? Hey, Student R. Oh, you've changed your tag. Good to know, Student R. Either that or you made another profile and got locked out of the other one. I honestly think no Yu-Gi-Oh games can beat the Tag Force games. I never played the Tag Force games, I don't think. Which is a bit of a shame. Can always stream longer. Oh, Jonathan, I could, but I do need to consume food. And well, 10 to the other half. Well, take that as you will. But yeah, you know, we'll see. We'll see how the future of streaming goes. Maybe I will extend streaming. Maybe I'll do more days. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Once I become affiliate and we can mess about a bit more with the options of the Twitch channel, then yeah, we'll see where we go from there. It'll be good to get that far, definitely. Where is the one-eyed guy with the same voice actor as Team Rocket James? Oh, Student R, you missed my brilliant voice rendition of him. He had a nice little story arc, literally just before the match. I beat it, that Weevil guy, you know. But I'm sure he'll appear. He'll be back. Don't you worry. I'm sure. He's great, by the way. I'm glad you just called him the one-eyed guy as opposed to the weird. Yeah, you know, I don't even know what you'd come out with it from your mouth, but I'm sure it'll be in the chat soon enough. Right, let me just check on something super quick. Okay, cool. Yeah, everything's still running. I'm assuming the chat is appearing on the video itself, otherwise that's going to be a pain in the ass to try and edit in the video when I upload this to YouTube. But whatever. Oh yeah, you're good. Ah yes, and I see it now. Thank you very much for confirming, Drago. Okay, so oh, you just paused there. So here we go, Student R. You're you know, you'll hear my lovely voice for the rendition with this posh robot with the package here. Yugi wasn't the only duelist who was motivated to win the tournament for a loved one. Despite being a novice duelist, Joey had his own reasons for wanting to win. His sister Serenity. I'd better be the champion for Serenity's sake. She's always counted on me, even when we were kids. Why is he talking to himself? I'm going to win this tournament and the prize money. I'm going to make sure you don't lose your eyesight for paying for your surgery. I promise. This meditative moment was rudely broken when Joey and his friends heard someone laughing and taunting another duelist a short distance away. A voice that annoying could only belong to Mai. The team met Mai Valentine on the boat to Duelist Kingdom. She was a manipulative, self-absorbed duelist who had the uncanny ability to always know what card she would draw next. Hey Yugi, are your duels going well? I might be up for a duel myself, so get ready because I choose to challenge you, Joey. What? You challenge me? Do you have the guts to accept? I accept. Let's duel. Get ready to lose. Excellent. So you'll notice Student R and those that have just joined, yeah, we're picking a story deck because our user deck is just awful. Whether it's better than a story deck or not is yet to see. Good old rock, there we are. Nightbot, we meet again. You watch yourself and cause no trouble here. Unfortunately, Nightbot it did go a little bit wild and banned someone for 5 seconds for just typing in caps lock. I think it was Koopal. So yeah, he's still on the job. Still on the job. How's your evening anyway, Student R? I thought it was a school night. Like, or have you got my voice and the sound of cards battling blowing up in the background while you mark off some work? God, these monsters are terrible. There we go. Hopefully we'll get to fusion, summon something, or we'll lose trying. One of the two. It's midterm. Ah, but is it midterm? I don't know what midterm means. Is that half? I suppose that's half term in UK terms. Came to watch you play an overly complicated game of cards from an outdated cartoon series, not story time with Bruce B. Half term, bruh. Ah. Well, I'm glad, bruh. I'm glad. Yeah, I don't know what to say from that, man. This isn't overly complicated. Oh, by the way, Student R, like the very first game, there was like 3 dark holes and 1 Raigeki in Yugi's deck. He was cheating, man. It's yeah, it was something else. So Shornington, on that note then, I'm assuming, do you go to school or do you by chance teach? Or is it college or whatever? Tell me more, man. As you can tell, I'm not exactly going to school. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. We're really doing this already. I don't think I've even seen Harpy Dancer before. Excellent. I'm glad we're off to a great start, people. Lost half our life points in the span of turn 2, while our armoured lizard is our only defence. Please can't I fuse something with these two? Right, we're going to have to do that, definitely. Currently in 38, Sean is like 12. Ah, I didn't know Shornington, man. It totally had those cards that weren't out during the time of this duel. Yeah, definitely not Dragon. I don't remember this in the anime whatsoever. I'm far from 12. Oh, Shornington, I probably should have read that comment before, Vicky. Right, I didn't get a good glimpse at that card that was bouncing back and forth, so hopefully there's... I don't know. Hopefully we're not going to get just completely ruined. I mean, I know it's Joey, but I mean that's ridiculous if we're stuck with this little deck and that she's got that that level of power in her one. Hysteric sign. Oh no! Oh God, no! It's happening again. Are you serious? I mean, look at Joey's deck. Its highest monster is 1500 attack, and that's just been blown up. Like, what am I supposed to do? Came a bit late. So what's this do? You can target one monster you control, return it to your hand, then you can normal summon one wind monster. You can only use effective Harpy Dancer once per turn. This turn, this card's name become Harpy Lady while on the field or in the graveyard. Wow, this isn't going to go well, is it? Pretty much lost this game, but whatever. Maybe we can open a few packs and we'll get something to put in the deck. I don't know. Okay, 13. No, not 13. What are you doing, bruh? Just do what they do in a cartoon and lay down Navy Cold Dragon in your first go. Yeah. Ah, that good old dragon. Yeah, with like 3 attack, right? Well, unfortunately, Joey doesn't run the Navy Cold Ice Dragon. Oh god, what is this? Like... And this is supposed to be the story mode. Really? This is the story mode. Brilliant. Okay, well, Joey's kicks off the island then. When in trouble, take a chance with Time Wizard. What are you on about? What are you on about? I didn't even get that far. Okay. Right, well. Let's crack open a few packs, shall we? Is this it? Play using a temporary deck made from battle packs. Oh, okay. Card shop. Ooh. Do we really want to unlock stuff from them? Actually, for My Valentine, that's probably going to be good. Are you sure you want to purchase a My Valentine booster pack for 400? Yes, I think we are good. She doesn't have the legendary fisherman, does she? Okay, so a lot of that is kind of crap. Your opponent cannot attack insect monsters. I don't know why she's got that. When this card is destroyed by battle and sits to the graveyard, you can pay 1500 life points, look at your opponent's hand and add 1 monster from their hand to your hand. Okie dokie. Next, I guess. Wow, but that was awful. Some story in this. Oh yeah, huge story, Shawnington. I mean, the fact that the main character got ruined in their first battle is quite something. I don't remember that in the cartoon. This is some cheese. Get some packs open. Alright, is there more than just these packs? Like, or do I have to do... Do I have to do these? Am I missing something, Koopal, or anyone else? Can I only unlock the packs that I unlock in the story mode? Or am I going to have to pray with Grandpa Muto? You have to unlock them. Crap. Each pack's going to have cards in your may not recognise. The card pools are very sus. Yeah, I'm getting a feel of that. Alright, let's... Hold on. Why does my ones cost so much? Is it because she's got newer cards? Ah, well, whatever. Let's have a little look. Give us a shiny. Ultra rare. Ah, Chusky the Mouse Fighter. Excellent. That card isn't bad, but I'm sure I don't have Winged Beasts. Ooh. You take any battle damage your opponent would have taken from battles involving this card instead. If this card battles, it is not destroyed and you took damage from that battle. Return this card to the hand. What? Why? Armored B. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Halve that target's attack until the end phase. Okay, that's not bad given our current situation anyway. Alright. As you go in story mode, yeah, good times. Right. I'm sure we don't want to blow all our points just yet, but what do you reckon? 2 Grandpa Muto and 2 My Valentine? What would your guys' suggestion be? Or should I just stop the pain now? I'm going to unlock 1 Grandpa Muto, so while I wait for answers to come in. Got 5 legs of Exodia. Ah! The Candle of Fate and Buku. What I was hoping for. Yeah, we're probably not going to open many more of his packs, I'll be honest. During the standby phase of your next turn, after you tribute summon this face-up card on the field, special summon from the graveyard as many monsters as possible that were used for its tribute summon. They cannot declare an attack and their effects are negated. Yeah, okay. Right, you need to get first edition Dark Raichu. I think so. It's all about the Team Rocket pack, isn't it, you know? Wood remains. What on earth is this nonsense, man? Okay, we're going to unlock another My Valentine. Two-headed King Rex, yeah, Pants, Legendary Ocean, that card is quite good. All water monsters in the field gain 200 attack. Reduce the level of all water monsters in both players' hand by 1. Turtle Bird, this was a Pants pack. We've got Spear of Gale Lizard that we're probably... target one monster your opponent controls, return that target to the hand. I was literally just going to say that we won't use it, but actually, maybe. Alright, we'll go. So still 31 out of, well, not still 31 out of 314. It's nice to know that there's a lot of cards, but you know a lot of that is going to be Pants also. Amphibious Bugroth, that's not too bad, I think. As long as I get a Gravity Bind anyway. Ah, the good old Muyan Curry. Why was her first pack kind of good and now not the rest? Okay, go on. Grandpa Muto. Don't give me that candle, please. Ah! Sure. Okay. You have to unlock a lot of packs to get anywhere, unfortunately. Ah, that is a shame to hear. Okay, let's do 2 more of these. We'll spend 1,000 points, so 2 more Mai, and then 1 more Grandpa. The Grandpa pack. I never thought I'd say that. Massive Morph. What on earth is that? Target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack and defense become double its current... what? Why? Clip only 26 monster, gains 700 attack. This was okay, wasn't it? As long as this card remains face-up on the field is treated as Umi. However, there is no increasing blah 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 blah. Amazon a Shaman. Elegant Egotist. Yeah, we can summon a Harpy Lady that we don't have. While this card is on the field, the card's name becomes Umi. Once per turn, you can target 1 level 4 or lower fish, sea serpent, or aqua type monster you control. Banish the target, trigger and first special summon a monster's banish bonus effect. Okay, so we're probably on our way to making a water deck, it seems. Where is that pervert character with the dino deck who was best friends with the bug guy? Oh god, what was his name? Rex, wasn't it? It was literally Rex. He'll probably come if we can beat Mai, that is. Parasite. Ah, Student R, do you remember when this was your favourite card? I don't think anyone ever drew it, but do you remember when that was your favourite card? He's after Mai and Joey. Ah, I see. Yeah, so it is directly after that. Cool. And don't lie, Student R, you know who Mai is. This card cannot be normal summoned or set. This card cannot be special summoned except by tributing 1 monk fighter. This card can attack twice during the same turn. Yeah, but it kind of sucks. Right, yeah. We're not getting a lot of good stuff here, so it's up to Grandpa Muto to give us the other 4 remaining pieces of Exodia in this next pack. Okay, good card. And we've got 1 Gravekeeper to help with it. Marvellous. Smashing Ground is a good card, actually. But then again, don't we have something like 3 Dark Holes and a Raigeki? Maybe that was just Yugi's deck. Okay, right. Yeah, that and Butterfree. Yeah, I don't think those cards really helped us. So, what we'll do is we'll try it 1 more time. Maybe Mai got really lucky. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. Maybe Mai got really lucky. If it's the same outcome here, then I don't know what to say. We could try being a villain instead. Or I don't want to really start on one of the other story arcs about completing this, but good, Monster are born for our non-monster, field. What's this? Reveal 1 fusion monster in your extra deck and add 1 of the fusion materials whose name is specifically listed on that card from your deck or graveyard to your hand, and if you do, for the rest of this turn after the card resolves, you cannot normal summon, set, or special summon monsters with the added monster's name. You can only activate 1 fusion conscription per turn. Excellent, so having 2 in our hand is amazing. I think we've been screwed. At least we've got a dark hole. Doesn't he have a red eye? Oh yeah, he doesn't have a red eyes black dragon just yet, does he? He's got to win it or something. Right, let's go for a good old time wizard, shall we? Talking about bugs cards has got me in the mood to watch Human Centipede now. Sure. Sure, student R. I just packed Exodius and got both legs. You're just trying to make me jealous now, aren't you? Okay, so that's the end of our turn. I think this game is going to go just like the last one. Oh no, not this business again. Okay. 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 Who'd have thought this had actually gone worse than the other game? Good old Fusion Sage. Oh, wait, we might... No, we can't, because we've got to use the Conscription Doobery Watts to be able to summon. Okay, so we've got our summon. What can I even Monster Reborn? The Harpy Queen. I mean, it's a good card, but... Okay, whatever. We're just going to activate another one of these conscriptions, do the Dark Hole, and pray that we don't get completely obliterated in the next turn. Posted a picture of my pancake in Dan's Discord food page. I'll have to take a gander at that, Vicky. Are you normally this bad? Surely, stop! Suck at this game. Guys, it's not me, it's Joey, alright? I swear. Darkhold and reborn his sisters. I was thinking that, but I can't reborn them because of the fusion conscription. Technically, I could have waited till the turn after. But, you know, whatever. I would say we've got to risk it, but this really isn't risk. This is just awful. Okay. Oh wait, we might actually be given a chance here, people. Oh god. Okay, maybe not. So, can you have more than one field card now? Because I noticed when this field card was on originally, like Gaia Power was still there also. Is that a new rule? Right, we are going to summon this. Does she have a Mirror Force? You know what? Yeah, you know what? Actually, I will keep that one. Keep the Monster Reborn. Icarus attack. There it is. Excellent. So I was good not to use the Monster Reborn then. Okay, let's see what happens. We might be able to actually... I don't think we can kill her in one turn next, but... Oh god, not this nonsense. Stop it. Oh, okay. Fine. Yeah, do that. I didn't realise how low in life points we actually were. Why would you do that? What a bizarre play. Okay, well... It's time to get a little bit wild now. Here we go, the 1000 Dragon! Would you risk it for a chocolate biscuit? I think I would, student. I think I would. Chuck a dragon at him, her, it. All of those, Koopal. All of those. Wait, what's this? Is this part of the new field or something? Let's... Okay, I obviously don't know the new rules, but we're going to have the 1000 Dragon here, why not? Please tell me I can actually attack with it. Okay, I think we're in a good position. Unless we're extremely unlucky, we've got the rest of this game now, because she's literally got no cards. Good stuff. Ah, here we go. Here's the good stuff now. No. Yeah, I think we've got this. Summon, we'll have that over there. Hope you learn your lesson. Stop posting links. What, really? But that's not a link, I'm sure. Shonington, you got turned out. Oh no. I have no idea if you looked at the picture. What's going on there with listening to you and Dan and my game chat? Yeah, I'll honestly, Vicky, I'll check it out after my stream, definitely. Look, Mai just has her next level AI plays. You can't understand it. You are right, Drago. I cannot understand these high IQ plays. You should go there. You need it. Ah, I see how you avoided the Nightbot there, Shawington. Well, we'll see if it picks it up. Okay, let's get those Harpy Sisters, shall we? Because it's only right. Yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, we can't put it in here, but that's fine. On to the battle phase. Okay, so somehow, even though we started off worse than... Oh! No, wait, there's me going for the all-out attack, and I didn't realise we didn't have enough attack power yet. Alright, we'll see what Mai does. It could be something that just completely screws us up now. You heard me that time. Ah, I'm glad you listened that time. Student art. I would be very careful. The Nightbot might ban you. What just happened? I lost a monster. Oh, I'm down to 100 points. Wow. Battle Storm. This card gains 100 attack for each winged beast type monster you control. Destroy that target. You must control 3 or more winged beast type monsters to activate and to resolve this effect. Okay, Battle Axe, yeah! Alright. There we go. Just a nice little slap there. Joey somehow hung on in there with 100 life points left. Beautiful stuff. Oh, and we finally get some more story, people. Ugh, how? How could I ever lose to such an amateur? Mai, I tried to tell you that there's more to duel monsters than just kicking the other guy's butt. If you're ever going to be a real champion, you gotta learn to care about someone other than yourself. Ah, beautiful. Intense storyline there. So, out of interest, what the signature cards, I'm assuming, are they awards I actually get? So, I might have some play with a particular deck, is that right? Deck recipe unlocked. Okay, fine. Comeback 10, yeah, number of turns, blah, 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 blah. Alright, excellent. Ah, beautiful stuff. 100 life points. Well, anime victory. It was indeed an anime victory that time. I wish I was more proud of it, but... nah. Alright, the next part of this, this saga of the Duelist Kingdom. The truth and power of the Millennium Puzzle was beginning to dawn on Yugi. During his duels, the puzzle infused Yugi with the power and soul of an ancient spirit. Though this was a major issue to ponder, there was a smaller, but no less important, matter to deal with first.
All the dueling made me hungry. Did any of you guys remember to bring any food with you?
Sorry, Joey.
What were we thinking? Coming here with no food? How are we ever gonna get through the rest of the competition without anything to eat?
That's a good question, Joey. This dueling really takes it out of you, and I haven't seen any burger stands or restaurants since we got here.
I smell something cooking that away.
They followed the scent to the beach, where they spotted a campfire with several roasting fish in the distance.
Oh man, I just love barbecue fish.
Smells good.
And I bet it tastes even better.
What makes you think those fish are yours to eat?
Hey, trust me. We eat first and ask questions later. Your stomachs will thank me.
Joey ran down to the campfire. Joey would say anything to fill his belly. Some people have absolutely no self-control. Brrr. Joey, save some for me. Tristan ran after Joey. It wasn't long before Yugi and Tay joined them as well. Joey grabbed one of the fish from the fire.
Oh man, this looks awesome.
Just as the team began to bite into the fish, a young man emerged from the ocean with a spear in his hand. Enjoy yourselves, you fish thieves, for this is your last meal. I knew this was a bad idea. How dare you steal my fish, you bottom-feeding thieves!
Hey, chill out, guy. It's just a few fish.
A few fish that do not belong to you, and to steal a fisherman's catch is to prove you have no honour. Wait a second, aren't you Mako Tsunami, the top-ranked ocean duelist? And who might you be? I'm Yugi Moto. Sorry about your fish. You're Yugi Moto, the only duelist ever to defeat Seto Kaiba? What a fine surprise. I must apologise. I've been ungracious. If you are friends of Yugi Moto, please come sit down and eat your fill. The team sat down at the fire and shared a meal with Mako. After the feast, the team thanked Mako and started to head out, when Mako threw his spear at the ground in front of them. I treated you to dinner. Perhaps you'll honour me with a duel.
He's nuts.
No, but I am an expert fisherman, and you have taken my bait. What bait? Why, the fish, of course. I laid it out and lured you three right in, but I never expected to catch Yugi Moto. I reeled in another duelist a short time ago, but he was not a worthy opponent. But a duel against you, Yugi, would be a true test. Mako Tsunami, I accept your challenge. Marvellous stuff. Forget about Mako. I don't think we can, as he threw out his spear at us. Why does Joe sound like he's from Chicago? Oh no, he's Brooklyn, isn't he? I don't know, Chicago, Brooklyn. Am I stereotyping by saying it's the same? I don't know. You know me, I'm British. I can barely do an accent as it stands. And making Joey British wouldn't be ideal. I think it would kind of screw with the the stream a bit. Might put a few people off. As if the Chicago accent wasn't doing that already. Oh my. It's like only half an hour of the stream left. I'd like to think we're having a bit of fun, even though we've lost the battle and aren't drawing any particularly rare cards from the packs we've tried, but it's a good start. It's a good start. I guess that's it. So I know a few of you have played this game already and aren't exactly impressed by the quote-unquote upgrades. But what about the rest of you that are kind of newish to the Yugi scene or just haven't seen this particular style of game yet? Are you enjoying it? I'm sure there's a load of questions because there's a lot of stuff that goes on with Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh. Well, that's awful. Okay. But yeah, how are you finding it? I must admit, I would like to say I'm slowly getting back into the Yugi, you know, the good old Yugi dueling like it. I've got a bit of rust, obviously, but yeah, this does take me back a bit. I'm just thinking now it's going to take a while to unlock a lot of decent cards, unfortunately, so yeah, it's a shame. We'll see, we'll see. Let's just go to the end phase, I think. No point using Burning Land just yet. So this guy's going to be King of the Pirates. He is. I believe it's Mako Luffy Thunder Nerd or something. Or Tsunami. Looks like a shit version of Hearthstone. Yeah, I've been thinking about Hearthstone, Jonathan. I haven't actually played it, but it looks decent enough. I mean, is that something you've played and can recommend? I enjoy this game, but disappointed that they didn't put tag duels in. Yeah, they've had more than enough time to do this, Drago, haven't they? Like, why can't they get it right? Alright, I hope I don't regret setting that first. Why does a weird, like, black cloud of smoke appear when you put a card down, anyway? What was that? A flying fish. Okay. End phase. Don't do it. Not worth the effort of installing. No way, really? I'm surprised. Is it just a bad game, or did something change about it? What's happened? At this point, there is no Nez Chippendale. I told you, Student R. It'll come. It'll come. I promise. As much as I'll probably regret it. What on earth? Why would you... Whatever. I do not question the tactics of Mako Thunderpants. Play Gwent instead. Ah, you know, I played Gwent in the... I guess you could say the beta stages. I had, like, you know, quite a few cards unlocked and stuff, and they've changed it now, haven't they? Like, I left it for a while, downloaded it on my phone, still have it on my phone, but I'm not sure if I've got the strength in me to just grind to get some good cards. Like, I've still got scraps to be able to make some decent cards and stuff, but I'm just not used to all the different effects because they've changed a lot of stuff since the alpha stages. Did you find the same with that, Shonington? Wait, is it? This isn't Chippendale? Weird. Strangely or not, Drago, no. I mean, the two are very similar, but no, this is Yugi, not to be mistaken with the NES Classic, as Student R would put it. Right. Looks like this game is going to be slightly kind to us. So this one we should finish fairly solidly. Let's go. It got a bit too grindy for me liking. Don't know how it is now. Yeah, Jonathan, it's changed quite a bit. Like, you still have your effects from your leader that you choose, but they've changed all that up. They've changed the way... I mean, I used to love Northern Realms, where you can just summon a bunch of stuff at once, and they've changed all of those effects, so it's all about adding power and stuff. Yeah, and even a lot of the rare cards have changed their effects completely, so that's what's kind of making me grind my heels over that game, unfortunately. I'm sure it's good once you can learn it again, but not for me, unfortunately, not for me. Yeah. I'll leave that ball in your court, though. If ever you get a spare chance to download it, it still looks pretty and whatnot, but yeah, don't expect it to be exactly what you did or what you learned a while back. Yeah, and you even get a different turn start as well. Like, if you're attacking first, or rather, if you draw first, you get a support card or something like that. It's very weird, you know, very, very weird. Okay. What a grand duel. I salute you, my friend. This victory was not easily won, Mako. You're a great duelist yourself. Hereby shoving everything in defense mode. Well done, Mako, whatever your name is. Oh! We can do the Bakura booster pack. Okay. How about, let's squeeze in... oh, Fissure, that's okay. Challenge mode? Huh, alright. Yeah, let's see if we can do another story mode. Ah, this is the one you want, Student R. Yeah, and we'll see if we can open up a few of those new packs. I think that'll be quite good. Well, we'll see, won't we? We'll see. It seemed pretty easy in my opinion. Yeah, I agree, Drago. My Valentine sat on a hill having a quiet moment to herself. I don't get it. Trashing Hotshot Duelist is usually as fun as a full clearance sale. Why can't I enjoy it anymore? Grr, it's all because of that obnoxious punk Joey. I can't believe such an amateur beat me. I've got to get even with that grinning gutter punk. At that moment, Rex Raptor, who my dueled and defeated on the way to Duelist Kingdom, jumped out and surprised her. Oof. I'm not sure if we should be seeing what happens next. It's me, Rex Raptor, the Dino Duelist. Thank you, Rex. And I'm itching to finish that match we started on the boat. Funny, I thought I already knocked you on your Jurassic butt. Think whatever you want. You're about to get stomped. You think I'm going to waste another minute with a pea-brain like you? Beat it, Dino Breath. Shoo, shoo. Grrr, pea-brain. I happen to have been a finalist in this year's regional championship as the Dino Duelist. And I'll have you know that I've already won 5 star chips. I've just realised how Rex is starting to sound like Joey here. Maybe he's from Chicago. Mai held up her bracelet to show off her star chips. Whoa, how'd you get 8 chips already? From wannabes like you who think that by dueling a chick they'll score some easy stars. I've only lost once, but once I find that punk kid Joey, it's payback.
Joey Wheeler? How could you lose to him?
I'd love to see you try and... That gives me an idea. Rex, I'll agree to duel you if you do something for me first. Maya and Rex searched for Yugi and his friends in hopes of finding Joey. It wasn't long before they did.
Tell me that's not who I think it is.
How are you, Joseph? Glad to see me.
Ecstatic.
So Joey, is Yugi still fighting all your battles for you? Everyone knows if Yugi wasn't there to hold your hand, you wouldn't have beat me. Isn't that right, Yugi? That's not true. Oh, really? Then I propose he steps out of your shadow here and now. If Joey thinks he's so tough, let's see him play for himself. Think you have the guts to step up and face the duelist I've arranged for you? I'm dueling on Maya's behalf. Recognize me? That's Rex Raptor, the Dino Duelist.
This twerp's supposed to scare me, son? I'll bet you he ain't so tough.
Don't you remember, Joey? Rex placed second in the regionals. Well, Joey, you gotta ask Mummy's permission or what? This is your big chance to prove yourself, or are you gonna back out?
Don't worry, sis. I'll make you proud. Alright then, it's dino feeding time. Let's do.
I can't do different voices for them.
Bring it.
God damn it. Yo, Bruce. Hey, Bullet Streams. How are you, sir? What the hell? Bullet Streams, you have to let it go. Stop spamming. Damn it, Nightbot. Yeah. First of all, welcome, Bullet Streams. Nice to see you again after all this time. And yeah, the Nightbot. Yeah, I've got to sort it out. I keep saying this. This is the second stream it's been in, and it's a bit power hungry to say the least. How are you, fine sir? Glad you can make it to the stream. Alright, good old rock. Oh, never mind. That's good to hear, Bullet Streams. Good to hear. You know, it's funny, we've actually got quite a few of the old Yugi guys that are in here, Bullet Streams. There's Drago, God, I forget the username, but there's another one as well. I completely forgot, that sounds really bad. But yeah, so there's a few, it's like the old days on the YouTubes, you know. Just ban Nightbot instead. But can I, if it's actually really good at its job? Even if it just makes up rules as it goes along? For the rest of this turn, reduce the levels of all monsters in your hand by 2, even after they are summoned. Huh. Well, I guess we can use this here and now. But then isn't it really bad attack? Yeah, 1800 attack. I don't really want to do that. Can I polymerize something? No. 1100. 600. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, target the attack monster, change that target. Target one face monster you control, equip this card, blah 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 blah. Okay, cool. Let's do that. We'll set this. And we'll just leave it there. If we get really stuck, we can use cost down and get Swamp Battle Guard out. Ah. What have I got again? Oh yeah, that's not... Okay, that's fine. Oh, I held it down too long. Never mind. Okay, well, there we go. I guess we're using cost down whether we like it or not. For each Swamp Battle Guard you control. Huh, okay. Well, it's going to be a while before we get one of those out, so whatever. Right, let's just go straight into the battle phase. No, we're fine. I'm not going to hold the mouse button down now because that ended in disaster. Well, I will actually now at this point. There we go. Okay, end phase. Just woke up from a nap and saw that you were streaming. Yeah, I've got about 20 minutes left on this stream. I'm glad you were able to make it. So speaking of old Yu-Gi-Oh, some random guy messaged me asking if I still play Decade Duels, but unfortunately my Xbox 360 won't let me into my Xbox account. Oof, indeed. Why is someone playing Decade Duels? I mean, don't get me wrong, it's got a special place in our heart. Oh, is it still my turn? Oh, no, there we go. Yeah, it's still got a special place in all of our hearts, but I mean, come on, there's got to be an upgrade, right? What's he doing? Ooh, okie dokie. Serpent Knight Dragon. Huh. There we go. Okay. Use which effects? What's this? Both effects. Oh, gotcha. Of course we're going to do both effects. So we'll obviously equip this one. Okay, wow. We're pretty much screwed for a while. I don't think we can actually beat that. Why are we getting all these 5-star monsters? This makes no sense. End phase. Hey, little Barnabas, how are you doing, sir? Oh. Yeah, I guess we're screwed. You've joined at probably at a bad point for me. I'm drawing all these tribute summon monsters on the story mode of Yu-Gi-Oh! And, yeah, we're about to lose. Like, I think even if we, you know, not synchro summon, fusion summon the monster, we're kind of screwed here. Been switching between card fight, Vanguard 0. Oof. I like Vanguard 0 and Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, card fight Vanguard. I've heard of that, but never really investigated it. Oh, that was a naughty move. It was very naughty. Want to say hi earlier when I was doing testings on Twitch. This is such a wild blast from the past seeing you guys. Indeed, little Barnabas, it's a little gathering, isn't it? Hey, Farshad, what's with the Bob Ross picture? It's all happiness, isn't it? My evil zombie dick was whack. It's okay, I'm literally working. Oh, you're working and just, what, have you got this playing in the background or something, little Barnabas? Or are you working as in doing something at the house and... I don't know. Give me a bit more insight. Oh, we can do a fusion summon, so let's see how we cannot win this. Oh, you know what? I should have just done the Time Wizard thing, shouldn't I? That was actually the only play. And I've just got a bit excited. Yeah, I've got to do that. Okay, that's fine. Whatever. Whatever. Okay, I'm literally working. I get it. I actually worked some of your YouTube videos recently. Thank you very much. Yeah, a few people have actually. You know, it's since the YouTube channel's kind of becoming alive again. It's just nice to have, isn't it? You know, nice to just look back on some of the enjoyable stuff. Yeah, doing very well as well. I'm glad you're doing good too. Yeah, longer hair since last time, obviously. I'm working from home currently. Gotcha, yeah. I'm in the same boat as you. Card Fight Vanguard 0, it's a fun game, but it's kind of hard for new players to get into. You got to either go back and pull from older sets or pull from the new set, but once you get into the game, it's pretty fun. I'd imagine it's, again, like Yu-Gi-Oh! For those that, you know, have only just kind of seen what's going on. Have I just done something stupid? Or Warrior Beast Warrior? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that's the problem with card games that have been out for a while now. There's just so much to learn with the way they've evolved, the amount of effects that are out, etc, etc. Yeah, it just is what it is, isn't it? Yeah, I'd take what you say. I'm sure Vanguard is extremely awesome. Yes. Here we go, baby. Good old Tiger Axe. And nothing can stop it once we play Sogan. Yeah. Excellent stuff. Tribute your opponent's big monsters with Soul Exchange to turn the tables. Thank you, Dual Strategy Bot. although I don't have that card. New card would. Red Eyes Black Dragon. Oh, okay, cool. Consolation dual points earned. Excellent stuff. Pro strats. yeah, you like it. The Tiger Axe does all. Yeah, there might have been a chance if we did Time Wizard, but I was just super excited about Fusion Summoning, in all honesty. So let's give that another crack, and then maybe we can finish off the stream with a few pack openings, I think. That'll be pretty sweet, hopefully. Alright, good old rock. I should have learnt my lesson from last time. 13 grade 0s, 13 grade 2s, 13 grade 3s, and a grade 0. Basically, your objective is to go from 0 to 3 and get your opponent to 6 damage. Okay, sounds simple on paper. But, of course, I'm assuming that is not the case. What is with these 5-star monsters? Honestly. Oh. Okay, guys, chalk this one up as a loss. 13 grade 1, sorry. Oh, I see. Okay, okay. Okay, well, there's our first monster down. Salamander. Equip only to a fire monster that I can't summon on the field. Yeah, marvellous. Let's just build our hand, I think. You play Vanguard as well, Koopal. Lurk. Love a good lurk, Vicky. Special summon a monster to the field. Can I? Oh. No. No, let's not do that. I didn't realise that was going to put me at a big disadvantage. Did you enjoy the pancakes, Vicky? And in fact, where's I forgot the username now. Not Rickington, surely. Was it Rick? No. I'm losing my names. But yeah, how did you both enjoy the... Wait, I really can't actually see a name. It must have been Rickington. Oh, Rickwood, that's it. I'm confusing Shornington and Rickwood together. That's why I'm getting a bit messed up. I need those pancakes. That's what it's about. I've been enjoying the rank system because you earn gems, coins, packs, and you alternate art cards. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, man. Yeah, they were good. I do love me some Rickington. You mean Rickwood? Exactly, Vicky. Yeah, kind of messed up. But hey, you never know. Maybe Shornington and Rickwood can do an unholy fusion of some sort. Yeah, but literally, it's going back to alternate art cards. It would be nice if this game had them. I mean, I'm not sure if they do. It'll be a shame if they don't, because I mean, come on, there's been more than enough time to be able to do it. Okay. Right, we can finally do something now that we're on the verge of death. Yeah, he is an earth monster. Excellent. So, battle phase. Oops, lost my headset, but that's fine. Switch summon this card from your hand. If summon this way, activate your opponent, you switch on one monster from the graveyard. Yeah. Oh, that's from the graveyard. Never mind. Yeah, let's get rid of... Whoops. Wait, why can't I attack? Alright, there we go. Only a fire monster. Okay, maybe we could do something in the next turn, but I've got a horrible feeling our Axe Raider isn't going to be around for long. Oh god, yeah. Here comes that bloody Serpent Dragon again. Yeah, there we go. Alright, GG people. Alright, Dark Hole Rageki, Dark Hole Rageki. Actually, yes. Actually, yes, people, but I've got a horrible feeling this monster's just going to be destroyed, so what's the point of summoning it? I mean, it doesn't even get anything from Sogan, I'm pretty sure. Alright, we'll set. Whatever, maybe the computer would try something random, maybe. That's how we roll. Indeed. Forced rolling is good. Your opponent has declared battle. Activate the effective card. No. Yeah, I definitely want some more Rickington rolling. Okay. Let's pray for a monster reborn on our next turn. Man, CPUs are too good. Yeah, it's amazing how good they are with a better deck than what they provide us. Bruh, this time around playing the game I've been struggling. I think I'm going to have to pick this up on PC, even though it means starting a fresh slate. Well, Cooper, this is the reason I picked this one up. Like, I just happened to view the Steam store and it was on sale like a couple of days ago, so that's why I went ahead and bought it, and I thought, why not? It's taken me 4 or 5 attempts to beat certain people. Rare Hunter. Ah! Well, I can't wait to do the same then. Whose turn is it? It's my turn. Oh, can he use Sailor? No. Why the hell have I got this if I can't beat anything? Alright, you know what, whatever, let's just end the phase. This is... Joey's deck sure is something. No, Joey, how could you lose? There we go. Tribute your opponent's big monster. You told me this last time and you haven't given me a soul exchange. Okay. God, big points, people. Big points. If you want, by the way, I could DM you on Twitter with my Steam, Discord, etc. Contact details if you ever want to play. Yeah, man, I mean, my Steam is just Nintendo Bruce, if you wanted to add me. And that's for anyone in this stream, obviously. Yeah, and we can try things out. Obviously, we're not going to have good decks for a while, but there we are. Once you beat Rare Hunter, it's pretty fun because you can use the Rare Hunter's deck to farm jewel points. Ah, okay. But can you actually use his deck, or is it just the recipe that unlocks? Because that's what's making me think. Or, oh, I see what you mean. Play as the Rare Hunter, and you know, do it in the story mode that way. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. There you are. Cooper added to the friend list. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's finish this off with a few packs, eh? I mean, might as well be good at something. Card shop. And even then, I'm not sure how these packs, if they're going to be any good or not. So, what's your guys' preferences, those that have played the game? Should we just open... just trying to think off the top of my head. So, 10 Bakura packs is 4,000. Shall we do 10 Bakura packs, 1 My Valentine pack, and 2 Grandpa packs? How does that sound? Plays the Rare Hunter and just go ham on Pegasus voice, Yugi boy. I think I will. To start with, I just opened a hell of a lot of Grandpa packs. I don't know, Grandpa hasn't been good to me, I'll be honest, Cooper. When I had that on Switch. I see. Vicky says yes to the packs. So, yeah, let's do 10 packs. Yeah, let's just go straight for Bakura packs then, I guess. So, number 1. I remember playing this card back in the day. Legacy of Darkness, I think that was in. The Jar Turtle. Each time Jar Greed is activated, draw 1 card. Pants. Imperial Order. Negate all spell effects on the field. Once per turn during the standby phase, you must pay 700 LP. This is not optional, or this card is destroyed. All spell effects on the field. Is that a change? Is that one of the Arata changes, I think? Because wasn't it just negate all magic cards last time? I don't know. I don't know. Alright. Number 2. Don't know about that. Vengeful Bog Spirit. Beautiful. Oh, Guardian Angel Joan. I tried to make that work back in the day. Darkness Destroyer cannot be special summoned. This card can attack twice during each battle phase. If this card attacks a defense position monster and inflict piercing damage, that's nice. Man-Eater Bug, that is very nice. Well, I say very nice considering what we actually own at the moment. If a Spirit Message card would be placed on your Field with Destiny board, you can special summon it as a normal monster. instead, and if you do, it is unaffected by card effects, except Destiny board, and cannot be targeted for attacks, but does not prevent your opponent from attacking you directly. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, just go ahead and if the result is heads, negate the attack. And if you do inflict damage to your opponent, that sounds pretty good on paper, that Dark Sanctuary. Yeah, I think that has changed. Yeah, I thought so, Drago. Yeah, that just sounded a bit off, and I think I remember something from ages ago about that being one of the errated cards. Oh, Zombie World! All monsters in the field and the graveyard become zombie monsters. Neither player contributes all monsters except zombie monsters. Yay. When a light monster is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can remove that monster from play to gain life points equal to its attack. Oh, sent to your graveyard. Yeah, not about that. Alright, number 4 I think. Enraged Muka Muka, beautiful. Oh, Snatch Steal, that's nice. Humpty Grumpty. Once per turn you can change this card to face down defense position. If this card is flip summoned, it gains 800 attack until the end of this turn. Okay, Castle of Dark Illusions. Well, that's just something with good attack. Good defense, I guess. Right, halfway through, number 5. The Wicked Avatar. Hey! Okay, yeah, we're definitely doing the Bakura packs. Relinquished. Oh, it's the one. It is the one. Like I said halfway through the stream, I love Relinquished. Absolutely love it. That's a really good pull. I'm happy with that, even if it doesn't sparkle or anything like that. Like a child, Humpty Grumpty looks like a childhood trauma in the making. I completely agree, and we've got 2 of them. Bullet Streams. It's been errated 3 times in Imperial Order. I guess they just couldn't get it right, eh? Okay, so halfway through the packs, maybe we can draw the ritual stuff, like Senju of the... Or no, Manju. Manju's a good one, isn't it, on the 10,000 hands. Parallel Twister, Fuchsia Richie, Toon Goblin Attack Force. Okay. If both players have 3 or more cards in their hand, each player places their entire hand on the bottom of the deck in any order. Also, you lose life points equal to the total number of cards returned to the deck by this effect, up to 300, minimum 1. Now, each player draws 5 cards. You can only activate 1 multiple destruction per turn. That's pretty wild, isn't it? Huh, okay. Send one of the spell or trap cards you control to the graveyard, then target 1 card on the field. What? Ugh. That's awful. Okay, number 6, I think. I'll go by there. I'm not sure if it's number 6 or not. Sangan, that is a good one. Ooh, Red Eyes Toon Dragon. I haven't seen that one before. Okay, not bad, not bad. I'm going to head off after you have opened all your cards. Yeah, I'm heading off straight after as well, Vicky, because this will be the end of the stream. Number 6 with extra dip. Yeah, I mean, opening card packs is always a fun part of the game, whether it be, you know, physical copies. Obviously, I prefer physical ones, but it will have to do for now. Ah, Sandwich, what a rare! Sure. Got a bit of Toon World Legendary Majugas there. Okay. I remember this one being quite good. You can discard this card to the graveyard, add 1 to Sanctuary in the Sky from the deck to your hand. If the Sanctuary in the Sky is not on the field, destroy this card. Yeah, I mean, that's just quite a good field searcher, that one. Alright. Hey, Pot of Greed. Okay, okay. I think we're starting to get a deck of sorts. I don't know what, but we are. The rest, yeah. During your next standby phase, after this face-up card you control was destroyed and sent to your graveyard by an opponent card effect, special summon it. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 counter trap in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Okay. Goblin Decoy Squad. When this card inflicts battle damage to your opponent, you can draw 1 card. If this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. This card's battle position cannot be changed. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's pretty pants. Alright, next. What does Pot of Greed do again? Oh, bullet streams. Comic Hand, interesting, never seen that. Another Snatch Steal, not sure if we can use more than 1, but there we are. If you control Toon World, equipped to an opponent's monster, take control of it. It is treated as a Toon Monster. If your opponent controls no Toon Monsters, it can attack your opponent directly. If Toon World is not on the field, destroy this card. Okay. Oh, this one was a clown back in the day. You discard one random card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon destroy all special summoned monsters on the field. Neither player can special summon monsters. Yeah. Was it a last turn deck, wasn't it? Oh, that was our 10, wasn't it? That was our 10. Go on in. Okay, one more. And then we do my one, and then we do the 2 grandpa ones. Axe of Despair, not bad I guess. I'm pretty sure we already got an eye. Attack one zombie monster you control with 2000 or less attack. It can attack directly this turn. Okay, fine, whatever. That wasn't the best of packs. I kind of regret that decision now. So on to my... I'm hoping for some more water goodness. 0 water goodness in that deck. Set rotation. Set 2 field spells with different names from your deck on the field. One on your field and one on your opponent's field. While either of those cards remain set on the field, neither player can activate or set other field spells. Huh. Okay, kind of regret that one as well. Come on, Grandpa. It's up to you to finish your stuff strong now. You got 2 chances. I thought I said Scum Force for a second there. I was going to be like, great. While you control 2 or more face-up defense position monsters, your opponent cannot target one defense position monster you control with card effects, and they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. If this card will be destroyed by card effect, you can destroy 1 card in your spell and... Okay, that's way too much for me. You contribute 3 monsters or 1 Gravekeeper's monster to tribute summon, but not set this card. When this card is tribute summoned, you can activate any of these effects and resolve it in sequence up to the number of Gravekeeper monsters tributed for its summon. This card gains attack equal to combined levels that destroy all set monsters your opponent controls. All monsters your opponent controls lose 200. That's pretty cool. Quite like that. Okay, go on. One more, Grandpa. Final one. And we have Scapegoat. Oh, blast from the past, that one. The rest are kind of... I don't know, what's this one? During your main phase, if Necro Valley is on the field, you can fusion summon 1 spellcast fusion monster from your extra deck. Using this card you control and other monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. You can only use this effect with Gravekeeper Speed. That's pretty good. Why is it the random cards are better than the rares at this rate? Ah well. Whatever. We're unlocking stuff at the very least. Right, so guys, that is it. That takes us just beyond 9 o'clock. So I thank you very much for joining me. It's good to catch up with you guys that I haven't spoken to in a very long time. And thank you very much for... I guess as well, I don't want to say the start of my regulars as it were, but it's good to see familiar faces both from the past and who I've got to know recently through other channels. So I thank you all very much for joining. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed your evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is where you are. And yeah, fingers crossed we'll unlock some decent stuff next time. I'm going to be back Saturday to continue with Other Side, so if you guys are interested in that, or just want to chat, then I shall see you then. Next week, not sure whether to do Nez Chippendale for Student R in particular, or do a bit more Yu-Gi-Oh! We'll discuss that as the time comes. But again, thank you guys for joining. You all take care, and I will see you again soon. Thanks again.